So, one thing that people have to do, I guess, to find out why they're habit forming something, um, is to say what it does for them, right? It's part of trying to quit smoking. You would say, why do I even smoke, really? People say it calms their nerves. But if I still smoke, I know it stimulates something. My hair's fucked up. I know it stimulates something, but it doesn't help me to stop because I'm still Jewel, right? Um, so it's okay to say you need some stimulation from somewhere. So it's like a little bit tempting to want to like blame people that said that we're going to show up or be there, you know, because then by now we would be occupying my mind with other things, like occupying my mind. But it's weird if they're not going to go to the same, if they're not going the same direction. And it's weird because, why is it weird? Because it's a little bit of stress. A little bit of stress is weird. Like, they use excuse to get out of it is that I'm gonna start blaming my lack of stimulation on their lack of enthusiasm. Which I guess I might. I mean, that's like trying to partner. So like, it's like use weird words to say like that because it's like it's not it's not talk like there's the same thing as stimulation, I guess, for sex. So the categories lined up in a way where it doesn't apply, but still like the argumentation is like uh don't, like, that's not your girlfriend, that's your mother. That's not your sister, that's not your girlfriend, it's your sister. It sounds weird, but you're trying to partner for the purpose of a project or something you think that needs to be done for going forward, like, you know, with regards to like how we're going to take care of the old people and stuff. And I don't want to get together, you know, I needed like a skill set to be more contribute, right? So like I'll try to see if somebody would give me a ride to the DMV for a driver's test or something. I can't rent a car because you need a license to rent a car. They won't do it. And then we always like say, okay, maybe one day, and then we'll get into a fight, or argument or something, and like not talking. Okay, so I mean, why, like they come around like every now and then feeling bad, saying that they want to have a normal conversation, but you can't have a normal conversation if you just say, oh, you're hard to talk to and stuff. Like that's only true for you and not true for anybody else. Like, because they can't enjoy the moment. They've been about all that new age talk about, and then now they're not doing. You know, what I mean, keep your eyes on the prize, and then now they won't keep your eyes on. Study hard and persevere. Now they don't want to study and they don't want to persevere. They were always the ones I was telling you. See, like, it's not strange for you to want to partner with anybody for the purpose of a direction or directitude or something you're trying to attain, achieve, or something. But it is can be a little bit weird if they're not going to the same place, right? because people try to partner with me and I don't see the signs, or people try to partner with me, but they have the like it's a short term, like fair weather, and they want to take advantage, or they it sound like different. So if someone's honest enough to explain it, I'm gonna get mad because they're making association to me. It sounds like they think that there's something weird going on about this family, but if I can, I'm trying to, like, maybe you don't need a common assertion or a premise to go off of to work with each other. Where it depends where you're trying to go, and whether or not your approach is right, or if you have some bad info, you're still going to go off of that approach and think it's the correct or the proper approach, and then how is not. With respect to what you set out to want to do, because you might itemize something, put it in your itinerary, and by having it in your itinerary and saying it's on the focal point, and this is what I'm trying to do, you're one more ensconcement, like one more arbitrary itemization, like not what you're trying to do, kind of thing. So like people give these tells like real talk and say these things like honestly and actually, and then right after they say, then they lie. Like trying to get more energy from the earth, like trying to stir it up, trying to have it run through you, and like the Yogi Nanda energy or something, to have it like fill up the atmosphere, and then you just like want more. I wish I could have it like swell up and fill up the room or something. But I mean, you still go back to your life at the end of the day. Nothing changed. You just persuaded a group of people, and now you got to go out and persuade everybody else. Like, and maybe they don't even feel like that, and they're just trying to see if you can be scammed on more. Like maybe you're a willing participant in futile exercises, and I can get your energy, since you're not going to contribute it to a platform, and I'll give it to the meaning of my own purpose. I guess the lesson or the moral in the story is to fight for your own interests. Don't be ashamed of having an itinerary or an agenda, or even if you are looking for loyalty, like, and you want to say, I need loyalty. Do you have any loyalty for me? You could do all that, and it's not. You shouldn't have stigmata. It shouldn't come along with the stigmata. Like, oh, this guy is asking for loyalty, he must be up to no good. I don't know how they got on that basis. Because convenience. You know what I mean? Like, they can't do anything to help their perspective to get uncomfortable. Like, their perspective is so backwards. Living backwards is evil. So you got to stop getting comfortable and get uncomfortable. Well, what about you? What have you done? It's not what about it, what am I doing? Well, it's not about if I got my shit together. It's not about what have you done today. Maybe you should watch more than 2 seconds of Kevin Samuels or something like that. Because you're looking for more Expendables or something, since you got a free gift of someone you can hate, and one needed to give you one-dimensional aspects of this person. So it's Putin now, I guess, and he's with Trump, and we know that they're fat cats. So we're already inclined to be suspect that their intentions. What, are you stupid? You don't notice that this guy's a fat cat or something? No, you're brand new. You're a fucking brand new asshole. So you don't have to make, snap outs. Like, don't worry, there'll be enough snap outs for you to convince to decode the Matrix if there's still a few people that hasn't decoded the Matrix yet. Yay. Could help them see their way out of something. And then they'll turn around and ask for some credit on the namesake, and that's all they wanted. Here you go, Tombstone Pizza. You're paid in full. Paid in full. And if you tell them some full shit, then they'll be like, I feel full. I'm paid in full. I'm full. It works. They go to a modalist, Unitarian, humanist church with a Skittles flag, and they can't say that that church is not there for them to make their arguments. They have no premise. It's like saying I'm a little skeptical about the Old Testament, and that'll be enough to tell you. Like, he didn't even make an argument. Like, there still is an Old Testament. It's like the first half of the Bible. That's my argument back to them. And then they're gonna want to like act like they're, what's it called, the Excellent Society, basically. Like when you say use your words and shit like that. It's like, no, we say speak your speech, or talk that sass, talk that shit. We say talk that shit. We don't say use your words. Like, you're that Excellent Society that's waiting for me on the other side when I take baby step, like Training Day. Like in Training Day. Do the baby steps. And that's their church. So that's my fallback on, is that there's your church. You go there. You can't act like that's not your church. That's where you go. And they'll be there too, making the same Unitarian modalistic argument. And it's the Skittles flag. Like, open, will accept you as you are. Everybody hold hands and getting together. Is it like fucking, yeah, that's, then they say things that doesn't even have it doesn't even have an arbitrary meaning. I'm just supposed to take this like, okay, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, if you're skeptical about the Old Testament, then go to a hotel and look in a drawer and see there's a book, and then the first half of it, just grab it in your hands and think, that's how thick it is. Look,